Hello there. Welcome back to my channel where I am doing mani reviews from last fall. I'm playing catch up a little bit. So this will cover from October to December of 2024, which was a big time of change for me. I switched schools at the end of October slash beginning of November. So I don't know, things just kind of got away from me and I stopped doing mani reviews, but the completionist in me says I must pick up where I left off. So that's what we're doing. Starting with October, just going to do a flip through of my Peely journal. I didn't actually do a lot of nail art in October, which was sad because Halloween nail art is some of my favorite. But here's my cover page and my Peelies. And then on the back, you can see what I bought that month, including the Holo Taco Birthstone collection. I tried to make it look like a little calendar. I thought that was cute, but yeah, not a whole lot for October, but let's go through them. The first nail art that I posted for October was for the Great Gradients collab, which was simply fall themed. So I did this beautiful gradient using the Dark Rainbow collection from Holo Taco, including Electrostatic, which is not actually from the Dark Rainbow collection, but I lump it in because it's black. Violet Nightmares, Burnt Bridges, Amber Apathy, and then this nice gold fall leaf stamping on top. Next, for Great Gradients collab, the theme of Ghost, I just did these jelly ghosts on top of a really pretty multi-chrome like flake polish from Glisten and Glow called Tinley Park After Dark. I got that at Polish and Beauty Expo 2023 the summer before, and I thought it was just a really nice kind of fall color to put these little ghosties on top. I think they came out so cute. The next theme for Glam Nails Challenge was pumpkin faces, so I did some jack-o'-lanterns. On the middle two nails here we have Holo Taco's Blacklisted in the background, and then on the pointer and pinky that is Island Pea's Pumpkin Patch for the background polish. Spiders was the next Glam Nails Challenge theme, so I did this, I think it's called a ocular gradient, where you just go around the middle with Holo Taco's Electrostatic in black and featured guest for the white, and then just some spider stamping on top. This actually won an art contest that my school was hosting at the time. I submitted a bunch of different nails for the judges to pick from, and they picked these. So there you go. The next was Witch theme for Glam Nails Challenge, and these are probably my favorite nails from the month of October. To create the background, I used Holo Taco's Anti-Hero, which is a jelly polish with glitter in it, and I did a jelly sandwich to create like almost like a wallpaper look in the background, and then stamped on top this cute little witch. And on my thumb, I also have another little close-up of the little witch. She's so cute. Next theme was skulls, so I kept it really simple with just some stamping, but the pointer and pinky are Plus Life Lacquer's Mind Your Vitals, which I think is this really gorgeous black Crowley polish with all these interesting glitters in it. And then in the middle is Orly's Light My Campfire, one of my favorite oranges. And for the stamping, I actually used a holographic black stamping polish. Not something I usually use because it's very textured, but for this application where the stamp was really simple, I think it worked well. The last mani for October that I posted was for the Cindy Hand collab. The theme was Pink Bats, and it was in collaboration with Lismo Nails for Pink in October for breast cancer awareness. Up next, we have November 2024. Here's the title page, kept it really simple. For the nail art, again, didn't do as much as I normally would for fall, but it was Black Friday, so I did pick up quite a few polishes, including the Holo Taco Underglow collection, the Dark Academia collection, which you can see here with all the stickers, and then later on I actually have a page for my other Black Friday polishes from Pinnacle Polish and Plus Life Lacquer. First manicure posted for November was Glam Nails Challenge with the theme of mushrooms, so kept it real simple with some wallpaper style stamping and one of my absolute favorite polishes of all time. This is Bigfoot Believes in You from Night Owl Lacquer. Next Glam Nails Challenge theme was Hedgehog, and didn't these just come out so cute? I find doing plaid or flannel nail patterns really difficult, but this one came out pretty good, I think. So I like the colors I picked. Normally I don't really like how the colors go together, but these really worked. The base color is Glisten and Glow's Last But Not Least. The next theme was Leaves for Glam Nails Challenge, and my base color here is from Lumen. It's called Wild Moon, and the shimmer in this one is just absolutely beautiful. And then I used Holo Taco creams to fill in this beautiful leaf stamping pattern. I don't want to talk about this one. It's a bear. It's a bear. And that is Holo Taco's Choco Holo on the other nails. Moving on. Next up, it was time for Weird Manny Squad with the theme of no nail tools. So I did not use any nail tools for this. Instead, I used watercolor paint mixed with Elmer's glue and globbed it onto my nail using a Q-tip. And then, you know me, I love a black and white topper, and everyone always calls black flaky toppers peppers. So I put actual salt and pepper on my nails, and I think they look great. You would be surprised how much this stained. Next for Glam Nails Challenge, the theme was insects, which I'm always excited to do because I love my bug stamping plates. And this background polish is Arches and Yellow Perch from Pinnacle Polish, and I think it looks really nice. I love my shimmery little bugs. As much as I love the insect manicure, I do think this is my best manicure for November 2024, and this was done for the Random Holo Tuesday collab with the polish of Not Pressed, which is the green you see there. The accent nail is Tax Haven from Holo Taco with some little wallpaper stamping and the Fallen Flake Taco on the pointer and pinky. Next for Glam Nails Challenge, the theme was wolf, and it was nice to take a break from the greens and browns as much as I love them. It's getting a little bit repetitive. So here is just a stamped wolf mani. I am very proud of how that moon came out. It was double stamped there. And the wolf was blending into the background a little bit, so I very carefully outlined the stamp before I put it down, and I think that made all the difference, and it looks really good. That background polish, by the way, is Silent Library from Holo Taco. Next, for a Halloween all year collab, we did a Spooktacular Thanksgiving. So it's hard to read, but that says eat, drink, and be scary. And then Thanksgiving on the accent nail there. And I did one of my favorite techniques, which is to just throw a bunch of stamps together from different plates. So obviously I used the Halloween stamping plate to get the skeleton and the jack-o'-lanterns, but then I have a Thanksgiving plate for the hat and the pie, and I think it came out really cute. The background polish is one of my favorite Halloween polishes. That is Leisha's Lacquers. Any questions? Last for Cindy Hand collab this month, the theme was Aurora Borealis, which is a beautiful theme, very hard to put on your nails, I think. So what I ended up doing was using the Holo Taco Underglow collection, and I mixed a bunch of the lighter colors together and used a fan brush to create a decal that had uneven edges, and then I used those edges on the nails to try and simulate the Aurora Borealis. I don't know if it came out that great, and then of course I added some stamping to try and make mountains, but it's a little bit of an abstract mess. It's okay though. I'll work on it. Next up is December 2024. Here's the cover page. I finally got back into the groove of things and was doing a lot more nail art. So filled up 2 pages of nail art here, and then a little bit onto the last page along with what I bought, including the Holo Taco Declassified Tacos. Starting off for Glam Nails Challenge, we had the theme of Jingle Bells, and I didn't have a whole lot of stamps to work with, so I did a repetitive stamp pattern with this really fun topper from Glimmer by Erica called Holly Jolly to just make it bright and fun. Next, for the Great Gradient collab, the theme was glitter, and boy howdy, I could sand some furniture with these nails. It's a lot of glitter. So I used Holo Taco Glitter Formula's Glitterly Purple, Crystal Skies, and Frost Light for the gradient, and then I topped that with Glimmer by Erica's Snow Day to make it wintry themed. And as beautiful as they are, I really don't like working with glitter formulas, especially trying to make a gradient, but I think they still came out really nice. Next up, it was Tiffany's birthday, so this is my version of one of her manis featuring the Sailor Moon cats, and I think they came out really cute. I'm actually very proud of how they came out. The background is a beautiful purple that is Crystal Mommy from Holo Taco. You can always tell when I broke my nails and when I did my manis. Notice that the length changes a lot. I don't always do my manis in the same order that I post them, so sometimes that happens. Anyway, this is Glam Nails Challenge Santa Claus. And it's Santa. There's not much more to say. The red is Red Licorice from Holo Taco, topped with Gold Flake Taco. And then on the other 2 nails, I have Sugar Rush, topped with the Red Flake Taco. The next theme was Gingerbread for Glam Nails Challenge. And for this manicure, I just stole someone else's art. I watched Wow Linry do gingerbread nails on her stream, so I decided to copy them because they came out so cute. By far the hardest was the thumb and making this tiny gingerbread house. It did not come out very good at all. Linry definitely did better than me. So please go watch her channel if you want an actual how-to of freehand because I can't. I just can't. Next theme for Glam Nails Challenge was candy cane, so I kept it nice and simple, but I think that works best for this design. Candy canes are what they are. Next up was a collab to celebrate Rachel's birthday, where we recreated one of her manis, and I did my best. Hers is much better, but I tried to capture the same colors and vibes of her beautiful nature mani. Next was the theme of Christmas lights for Glam Nails Challenge, so I used Holo Taco's 50 Shades of Greige for the background and then some nice simple string light stamping that I think looks really cute. Sometimes the simpler the better. The next theme was Christmas plaid for Glam Nails Challenge, and I'm pretty proud of this. Like I said, I have trouble with flannel and plaid patterns, but you know, this one looks okay. The red is a little dark and that green is kind of covering it up, but I don't think it's a big deal. Next theme was Holly for Glam Nails Challenge, and this is Plus Life Lacquer's Hollyberry Bay, which is the best Christmas polish out there. If you don't have it, you should get it. I do wish the stamping polish I used, the green, matched a little bit better, but that's the best I had, so I think it's still really cute. Next was the celebration of Wendy's birthday, and the theme was winter, or magical winter. So I did what I call like a tie-dye gradient, where it's just blobs of color kind of randomly rather than, like an ombre in a row, and then some nice stamping on top. This is all using Holo Taco's Underglow collection. The next theme was Christmas ornaments, so I used Orly's Double Diamond in the background, and then I filled in the baubles with jelly polish so that the glitter would still shine through and they'd still have some glimmer to them, and I think they came out really cute. It was a lot of detail and hard work for an okay mani. So I didn't feel like trying very hard for the next one. The theme was Christmas wreath, so there's some Christmas wreaths. The green and red in the background are from Holo Taco. That is foiled again and Ruby Madly Deeply. People love plaid. I don't really get it. It's nice, I guess, but anyway, Cindy Hand collab. The theme was plaid, so here's some buffalo plaid on my Cindy Hand. I was getting a lot more confident with my plaid skills by this point. The red that I used here is Holo Taco's favorite sister, one of the best reds for Christmas time. Next theme for Glam Nails Challenge was Christmas tree, and I really like how this manicure came out. So for the pointer, pinky, and ring finger, what I did is I used the same stamp, but I went through Scotch tape and picked out the trees the second time around to stamp just the snowflakes in blue and vice versa to get the trees in green, which was a lot of work, but I really like this, what I'm calling wallpaper look with stamping. I think it looks really nice. The background polish is Holo Taco's Glazed Over. The next theme for Glam Nails Challenge was wrapping paper, and it's one of those themes that comes up again and again. There's only so many, Christmas things you can come up with every year, so of course they're going to repeat, but this is one of my favorites to do on repeat because there's endless combinations you can do with the ribbons and the bows. I love the little to from tag that I added in there, and if I could get like all of my presents wrapped in that green with the deer, that'd make me happy. Last theme for Glam Nails Challenge was Party Ready for New Year's, of course. So here is my New Year's manicure featuring Holo Taco's bottle service and Gold Flake Taco above some stamping. Last but not least, for the Random Holo Tuesday collab, the shade Holo Cappuccino was chosen. And if you don't know, I have a dog named Cappuccino. He's actually underneath me right now because there's a fly in the house and he can't handle it. He's my very special boy. So on my ring finger, I actually have a custom polish I made at PBE 2023 called Cappuccino, named for him, and this little dog stamp that I had to mix and match two different dog stamps to get the ears closer to what his look like, and then I painstakingly tried to paint it to look like him. It's not the best match, but it makes me happy. And of course, that beautiful Holo Cappuccino shade on my other nails with an extra paw print on the thumb. So that wraps up all of the manicures I did for fall 2024. Let me know if you had any favorites, and I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.